Hi, this is Robert with Cruzbike, and today we're going to be adjusting the Diatech headset on a Cruzbike Quest. This procedure applies to the Sofrider and other previous Cruzbike models that use a Diatech headset. If your headset rocks back and forth, then your headset bearings need to be adjusted properly. For this procedure, we'll be using a number 5 Allen to release the pressure on the Diatech headset unit. We will also be loosening the pivot clamp. Depending on the model and year, yours may be equipped with quick release levers. It is important to note that the back side of the riser is slotted. This slot lines up with the back side of the pivot clamp. The first step in the procedure is by using a number 5 Allen. We're going to loosen the pivot clamp at the riser clamp location. Just a few turns here to loosen those all the way. If your model uses quick release levers, you will want to fully loosen those before proceeding on to the next step. The next step is to fully loosen the bolt in the Diatech headset unit itself. Otherwise, it won't be able to expand in order to set the headset tension. This is a critical step that is often forgotten when adjusting the headset bearings. The Diatech unit expands on a conical washer. That is why we need to fully loosen the screw in order for it to sit fully down and then expand upward to set the headset bearings. If we don't loosen it, then we don't have any room for the unit to expand upwards. Now that we have everything nice and loose, we can rock the bearings into place, make sure everything is lined up. And we want to put a nice downward pressure on the riser tube in order to hold the tension while we tighten the pivot clamp. If your model Cruzbike uses quick release levers, you're going to want to make sure that those quick release levers are nice and snug before going on to the next step of setting the headset bearings. Again, we're only tightening the pivot clamp. Now that we have tightened the pivot clamp, either with our quick releases or with our number 5 Allens, we're going to set the headset tension using the Diatech headset unit. As we tighten it, this unit is going to go from flat, as shown in this image, to a slight expansion like this, setting the bearing tension in the head tube. It is very important during this step to not over tighten this bolt. Do a few turns, check for bearing play in the headset by rocking it back and forth, and adjust as necessary, tightening it very small amounts until you do not feel any more rocking in the front end. Once you can no longer feel any rocking in that front bearing and everything feels smooth, you're ready to move on. You want to align the handlebars at the stem up at the top of the riser tube. Loosen it with a number 4 Allen. Align the handlebars up at the stem location, not at the pivot clamp, and then re-tighten the stem in order to line up the handlebars. Go over everything one more time and make sure everything is secure, and you're all finished. Thank you for watching, and happy cruising!